Hello! Welcome back to FryMinis. I'm Julie, and today I'm going to be playing some Animal Crossing. Why? Because I love it. So last time I played Animal Crossing on the channel, I was showing off some of the new features that are part of the update and the paid expansion to the game. And today I'm pretty much just going to do an island tour of my island, my kind of home island, and chit chat. So I'm kind of just playing while happening to be streaming on YouTube. And if you want to chat, great. And otherwise, hi, welcome, enjoy. All right, so all right, everything still sound good? I just adjusted the sound settings, so I appreciated the looks and sound great, but I just changed something. All right, let me know if it's trouble. Okay, so when you first come to someone's island, if you're not familiar, if you were a visitor, you would land in the airport, and that's where I decided to start today. So here's me. I have pink hair, and it's awesome. Okay, the end. It's a Saturday, and every Saturday, KK Slider comes to play a concert on the island. So, we'll go there first. I already listened to the concert, and I can't bear to listen to it again, because by listen to it, I mean I click in to view the concert, and then I walk away so I don't have to just watch the credit scene. And KK Slider's music all sounds like this. Start singing again. Okay. I happen to hit a whistling solo. Okay. All of his music sounds like an annoying MIDI player from the early 2000s, and I don't care for it. But everybody on every island is obsessed with him, and he's kind of one of the major selling points of the game, or at least kind of the main quest, if you can even call it that. So, I'm an outlier in that regard. It's kind of like how Ben didn't understand why everybody loved Little Sebastian. That's me and KK Slider, I think. But great. Here's some of the residents on my island. I'm getting a new resident tomorrow that I'm super jazzed about, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So, here's my island. I have done almost none of the paving, although I did do all of the flowers. And at this point, now that I've been playing it for almost 2 years, I do have every combination of flowers. You can only buy certain colors of bulbs, and then you can crossbreed them to get special unique colors. So at this point, I have them all, and I'm pretty proud of that. So that's just a little something about my accomplishments in my life. Eric, though, put together all these beautiful flower beds. He played for a short time and was very interested in landscaping. He moved some buildings around. He relocated some of the animals, my residents' houses, to get them all kind of lined up in a prettier way, because I didn't know what I was doing when I started playing. So I just put houses wherever they went, and that was it. So any infrastructure is largely Eric's, although this used to be a gym. And I don't think the gym equipment belongs in this game. I just don't care. And B, when the cooking expansion came out, which was part of the free expansion, free equals update, paid equals expansion. That's the way that I should think about it. So when the update came out that allows anybody to cook, I installed a kitchen and put a little outdoor cafe here with a bunch of different things that I've been able to cook. This is Pashmina. She's my very best friend. She's one of my original island residents. And last night during the New Year's Eve celebration, I saw what she was wearing, and then went to my closet and put it on so that we could match. She did not notice and did not care, but she's my favorite. And if you talk to your residents too many times in a day, they'll say things like, "Didn't I just see you over there?" Or, "Am I being pranked? I feel like I've seen you all the time. Is this some sort of like hidden camera show?" And I love that. I love that they're a little bit sassy. So, anyway, this is Pashmina. I can't believe I haven't given her a gift yet today. I think I've gotten 3 different portraits from Pashmina, or photos. When you become best friends with them, they'll give you their picture, which is one of my main goals with every resident that I have on my island. I haven't gotten all of them before they move away, but some of them I care about a lot less than others. Now you know. I haven't even read what she said, but I'm sure it was great. These are little crops that now you're able to grow with the update. Yes, update. Had to think about it really hard. So as far as I know, the only things you can grow are sugar cane, which you can craft into brown sugar and regular sugar, carrots, which are used in a bunch of different recipes, wheat, which can be made into flour and whole wheat flour, tomatoes, which you can use for all sorts of everything, and potatoes, or as Sam Wise would say, potatoes. Uh-oh, I think I shot the volume up into the red there, so I won't shout again, maybe. Anyway, something I really love about this time of year is there's snow on the ground, which is super cute because we're in the northern hemisphere. And some of the pine trees have little twinkly lights on them, and I just think that's delightful. I don't get to decorate them. I'm not in control of them. That's something that Isabel does in resident services, but I just think they're really great. I enjoy it. But I'm clearly not really organized here, but let's go to my house. Oh, I'm going up the ugly way. Hang on. So here's my house, and with the update, you've been able to change the look of the outside of your home, not just kind of the color scheme like you've been able to for a while, but you can see I have a different shape home than the standard kind of cottagey looking home, so I'm pretty jazzed about that. And I planted rows of my favorite flowers out here. I love tulips, they're beautiful, and these are wind flowers, and they happen to be blue, and they're quite rare. And I also finally got the blue roses, which was the last flower I had to craft. Breed, pollinate, whatever you want to call it. And the gold roses are nice too, but TBH, I think they're a little tacky, so. So this is my house. Main living area. I also love that with the update, you can now do accent walls, so you don't have to have the same decor on all of the 4 walls in every room. So I've got the falling snow wall, which was one of my favorites. I really love the walls that have windows built into them, because otherwise there's just not enough light that comes into each room unless there are windows on the walls. The standard windows that come with it, there's just not light enough. And I wish you could add add windows to the walls, but you can't do that. So anyway, this is a new vintage sofa that I had gotten through the Paradise Planning expansion. And this is a Turkey Day fireplace, but I customized it to be green because I didn't want like orange. The vibe of this room is more plants and green. I also recently got these cutie little froggy chairs, and I'm super excited about them. They come in different colors. There we go. And for a while I wasn't able to sit in them, but now I can. You'll also notice that my Scorpio lamp over there is sparkling. That's with the expansion. You learn how to like add sparkly effects, cosmetic effects really, to items in your home. And I think in general, if I were to add that to more than one item in my home, it would be hard to look at, but it just feels right for my mantelpiece. Don't you think? I do. Also, this is the Bunny Day wardrobe. I have a couple Bunny Day items in my house, which isn't because I particularly love Bunny Day, but because, I don't know, it's green. It's kind of fun. So, all right. This is the newest room that I've kind of redesigned, and I'm not super jazzed with it, but I couldn't come up with anything else to do with the space, so this is what it is for now. It's meant to be kind of a spa, laundry, dressing area, so I've got a potty and a little FryMinis magazine over in the corner that Eric created. And well, I added it to the magazine and put it in my home, but Eric drew that as one of the custom designs. And a sink and some nice candles, a tub. I love the lip wallpaper too. Thank you for commenting on that. Another accent wall, because the whole room with it can be a little bit much, but just one wall. It's one of my favorite accent walls to use, especially in like the salon or spa-oriented Paradise Planning homes, the vacation homes you design. It's different from most of the other wallpapers. I love it. Okay. This is a changing room where you can change your clothes, and then a little laundry machine that you can't do anything with. And at this point, it just turns on and off my light because this isn't a complicated game. So this is kind of like I said, a spa dressing room kind of thing. Do I need it? No, but there's nothing in this game that you have to do. You don't have to eat or sleep or anything like that. So whatever. That's what I did. All right, main living area. And I do have my workbench in the main living area. I find it critically important to have easy access to my crafting table, especially before you were able to have storage sheds outside with the update, because you'd have to keep coming into your house, getting the different items that you needed to craft, like wood or iron or stones or whatever you had in storage, and craft it and then run back to wherever you needed it at any given time. So having easy access to the crafting bench was really important, at least for a time. Less so now, but that's a little fun fact. I don't think it necessarily fits the decor style, but it's a necessary piece. This is meant to be like a little enclosed patio. Even though it's snowing outside, these windows don't make it look that way. And then another accent wall, which is one of my favorite wallpapers. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like this beautiful misty hydrangea bushes. Isn't it peaceful? I really like it. And then the peacock chair, this very fancy one with a what's called like mom's tea kettle or something. Just a couple little silly little blue things. And these pink tables are again the Bunny Day tables. I just think they're fun colors and fun shapes, and it's different from the other stuff that you can. I mean, they're unique within Animal Crossing stuff, and more Easter eggs. Okay, I've got too much Easter stuff in here. This is making me realize that now. But I love this Moroccan sofa. I talked about this last time I streamed. It's such a different look than anything else in the game, and it's beautiful, and it's perfect for indoor, outdoor. I use it on the beaches a lot in like design things, the Paradise Planning things, because you can have like curtained walls. So it makes it seem almost like a little cabana with a lovely sofa on it. I'm a big fan, and I had to get one for myself. Next up is one of my favorite rooms in the house that I designed a while ago and haven't changed because there's no need to. I just love it the way that it is. And that is the bedroom. I will turn on the lights while I'm in here. The falling cherry blossom wall, just for a little something. I haven't always had that, I'll admit. I do like the black and white stripe and the polka dots, which is like a pink rug. And a lovely little vanity. And a little table with my Pashmina photo. As I said, I have multiples of hers. And I'm very thankful for the new ceiling light fixtures. So being able to have lights on the ceilings instead of just the floor lamps that point at awkward angles has been really excellent by me. So black and white and gray and pink with a fruit painting because I can. Again, one of my favorite rooms. I would like to sleep there as well, Eric. If we could redo our home in a snap, I'd live in that room. I'd be very happy to. All right, upstairs. Hi, DB. Hi, thanks for hanging out. I'm glad that you're here. Okay, upstairs I have kind of like an entertaining area. Let's call it that. So couches and little peach chairs for my guests to sit in, and an open concept kitchen to make them food. Yeah, let's say that. I got this bag of coffee beans from, you can see his little face on the sticker if you know what he looks like, from Brewster, the newest service on the island who runs the coffee shop in the museum. So he gave me this bag of coffee after purchasing ever so many cups, which don't do anything, by the way. You don't get like fruit boosts or anything like that. You just get coffee, and sometimes he gives you little perks, and sometimes it's one of your mini quests that you need to have. So yeah, this is meant to be kind of a kitchen space. I didn't make this item. I think it's New Year's ramen, maybe. Award-winning miniature painter, DB. That's exactly right. Congratulations again, DB. Although it is after October, I am wearing my Bander Hubtober shirt in honor of our winners who were announced in Eric's video yesterday. So if you missed it, go ahead and check that out. He posted it late yesterday, and it was awesome. And oh, so many comments. Nice kitchen. Thank you. I think that's spam because that's so many comments. But great. Thank you for being here. Oh, by the way, I have this pin that says pasta, and it's one of my favorite things in my entire life. That was a gift, a Christmas gift from a friend, and I eat pasta every day of my life, or almost every day of my life. So this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Just wanted to show you that while I am large. Okay. All right, here we go. This is, as I said, the entertaining space. There are so many comments coming through. I don't know what to do with myself. Koramora sent us. Oh, well, thank you, Koramora. Oh my gosh, thank you all so much. This is so kind. Oh, wow. Okay, great. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I like it too. Cora raid. Thanks, Cora. Whoa. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I forgot to go down the stairs. I'm so overwhelmed. Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody. If you're new here, this is FryMinis. We don't usually play much Animal Crossing, but I do. And if you're all here, then great. I appreciate it. Otherwise, we normally do Dungeons & Dragons and other tabletop role-playing game stuff. So I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Love your pin. Thank you, Emma. I really love it, too. It's one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, my gosh. Thanks, everyone. Okay. This is meant to be like a cool lounge-style basement. And I just put up all the gyroids that I found. Not all of them, because there are so many. But I have really appreciated digging them up. They're part of the update. And when you go to a random island, you can dig them up or you can find them on your own island. And they sing a little song. So here. They all play in harmony, and if you have music playing in the room, which I think I don't, they all just start playing with it. So, thanks so much, Koramora, for bringing everybody along. This is incredible. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you're all here. This is awesome. Okay. Okay. So that's my house. I guess I'll just kind of run around to the rest of the island now. Unless you have any requests. How many gyroids do you have? I have 19 pet rats. Whoa. I don't know how many gyroids I have. I have all those up on the wall, but I know I hit the achievement for getting at least 20 of them, I think is what the little achievement that you can get. Let's look. Gyroid getter. Okay, so I have at least 20 of them. I'd probably say maybe 30 at this point. I keep finding them on my island, and I'm not quite sure why. So I know that when you take the little boat to go to little guy who sings, I know when you go there, you can get a fragment and dig it up. And I sometimes dig up fully formed ones, like 2 in a row on my island. So does anybody know why they just show up? I have no idea. I have no idea. Just luck, I guess. Thanks, Amber. Can we see? Uh-oh. I'm having trouble keeping up. This is so fast. Okay. Yes, I do have a lot of Nook Miles. I never find anything to spend them on. Villagers, please. Yes, absolutely, Emma. Okay. So you all joined a little bit after I got started, but I'm happy to go back and show you Pashmina, who is my favorite resident who I've had since the start. Again, after it rains, more will spawn. Oh, is it rain? Okay, so it's been snowing a whole bunch on my island, so that must be why they're showing up. I didn't realize. I know that you put the fragment in the ground and you water it, and then they grow fully formed. But I didn't realize. I didn't make the connection. It's just been snowing so much I didn't even think about it. So thank you so much for telling me that. Thanks for subbing, Emma. Usually after rain or snow. Okay. The Nook Miles. Wow, everybody knows. Okay, just your average frog. I also love Pashmina. Yeah, she's my favorite. Can we make it rain or do we have to wait? We have to wait. We can't just make it rain. Anyway, oh, I still didn't get a gift for Pashmina. I'll get her something later. Find them at the beach. Yes, I found one on the beach this morning, Rosanna. Thank you. Oh, the stars. Oh, I wonder if there's shooting stars on my island tonight. TBD. Okay, so I have Pashmina. And then a friend gave me Marina, who's my favorite, because in addition to loving frogs, as you can kind of see, I have a D&D creature that's like a frog or a toad on my shirt right now, Banderhob. Love them. They're the best. But octopuses are also a favorite animal of mine. So this is Marina. She's, I think, my second longest standing resident now. And I got her from a friend who knew that I loved octopuses and like waited for me to be able to hang out with her. So that's Marina. I love her. She calls me Muffin, which isn't my favorite nickname, but it's not my least favorite nickname either. Twiggy is one of my new ones. Emma, it's no judgment if yours looks like trash. I have been planning to stream for a little while, so because it's been snowing so much, all of my flowers just keep growing and growing, which is nice, but then they're not organized. And I would love to just have kind of a free-form island. For a while, I had so many flowers on my island that you couldn't walk anywhere because I just let them grow wild. But now that I've been like kind of pruning them. Thanks for subscribing, Amber Roll. Thanks so much. Oh my gosh, we're so glad to have you here. Oh, several subscribers. Thank you all so much. Lillian, thank you, thank you. Okay, anyway, I've been cleaning up my island a bunch and weeding and all that kind of stuff in preparation to stream. So it's pristine right now because I knew I would be having company. No judgment. Thank you, Sheck the cat. I love cats. Okay. Jay is one of my not favorite residents. Don't get mad, but he loves to talk about exercising and I just don't care. I've had a lot of residents with this personality. I just... Just your average frog. I let my flowers go wild too and they're everywhere. I honestly gave up now. I don't blame you. I really did that for a while. And I have to say, Eric and I run this channel together, more him than me, honestly, but I'm your gal for Animal Crossing content. He's the one who really cleaned up the island and, as I was saying at the start, built the infrastructure. So the paving, the paths, all that kind of stuff. Other residents. My favorite KK song. So... I don't love KK songs. But let me go to my jukebox and see, because I need to register tonight's song anyway. So honestly, I like it classic. This is the first Animal Crossing game that I've played, so I started playing it in March 2020. Welcome Horizons is my favorite. It just, when I hear that sound, I feel like I'm home and I'm going to do something really chill and relaxing, and there's no time clock or tough objectives to this game or anything like that. So Welcome Horizons is my favorite. I know that's a little bit boring, but that's all I can offer. So thanks, Emma. I didn't want to upset anybody. Oh, and pumpkins. I talked earlier about the things that you can grow. You can also grow pumpkins. So Bubblegum KK is really good. Oh, I'll check it out. Thank you. I always forget about KK. I don't blame you, Emma. This is Carrie, another one of my residents. I just got her photo the other day, so we're newly besties. And it's taken quite a while. I've had her on my island for a long time, and although she and Pashmina, my bestie, thank you for subscribing, yes, dear. Although Pashmina and Carrie have the same personality, it just took a really long time to get Carrie's photo. I think I was just not giving her quite the right gifts. So, Chill Wave. Oh, that's, I think, what he just gave me tonight. I walked away while it was playing the concert tonight. So I'll check that one out. Thank you. Stale Cupcakes. I'll check that one out too. Thank you. KK Ska is good. Okay. All right. So this is her house. And I don't know if anybody else has had this experience, but when one of your animals invites you over to visit, if you keep talking to them after a while, they're like, if you see something you like, let me know and I might give it to you. And it's really awkward because I don't want to take anything from their home. And even the small stuff that I try to take, they're like, oh, you gave me that. Do you really want to take it back? I guess I can part with it. And I'm like, well, no, but I don't want to take your bed. The only other stuff in here is like the shirt that I gave you and you're weirdly emotionally attached to it. So I don't know what to tell you, Carrie. Okay. This is all like weeding that I had to do with flowers. It was totally overgrown, so totally relate to what everybody else was saying there. I don't build snowfolk every day. I find it tedious. I don't know if that makes me bad, but I am going to catch this dung beetle because they tend to be worth a lot. Carrie's house is cute. You're absolutely right. Pashmina again. I think her name is pronounced B. I've had her for a little while too. She's a dog, and she appears to be some kind of hound because she has long floppy ears. I took their bed. I ended up taking Jay's bed, which was a hay bed, which is like one step above the cardboard bed, I guess. And I felt so bad that I mailed him a bed that night because I was like, why are you sleeping in a sleeping bag? I'm bummed about this. This is another one where she kept asking me if I wanted to take something. And I was like, well, I've given you literally everything in your home. So no, I don't really want to, but okay. I had crashed the first 7 snowballs in 2 days. Oh, crashing the snowballs is a bummer. Hey, Dungeoneers pack. Yes, it is packed. We got raided and it's awesome. It's not like a World of Warcraft raid. This is like a fun, awesome thing. And I'm delighted to have so many new people here. Thank you all so much for being here. This is incredible. I'd really love it if Pashmina would go home because I actually redid her house because she was another one who had a sleeping bag on the floor for forever. Even though I gifted her multiple nice beds over the 2 years that I've been playing, she just wouldn't use one. And that made me sad because she's my bestie and she deserves better. Judy, the cotton candy bear. Oh, I haven't met Judy. I haven't had the honor yet. I'll keep an eye out for her though. It sounds like if she's a cotton candy bear, she's pretty adorable. So this is my newest resident, although you can see the soul design next door. I just recruited a frog to come to my island today. Pretty jazzed about it. You've had Pashmina for 2 years. That's a long time. Yes, she's one of my original residents. So I started playing. I actually bought a Switch. She's going to give me a recipe. Hang on. I want to pay attention. A Jinkle Wall. Do I already have that? Apparently I do. This is a new thing too with the update. If you already have a recipe, sometimes they give you the ingredients, especially if they're rare. So I've gotten a couple offers for like these Christmassy recipes before, and when I already have it, they give me the like ornaments instead, which is awesome. But now I want to see what the Jinkle Wall is. I think it's just like Christmas trees. Oh, seasonal. Yeah, it's not bells. I would kind of call it a tree wall, but I get it, I guess. That's fine. Anyway, I obviously haven't crafted them. What's on her head? Yeah, so she's got like pearls on her, or like jewels, I guess, on her head and then her arms and her legs. And those are always there. They're not like, there are no bracelets in the game that I know of anyway. So that's what she's into now. And I ended up giving her a gyroid because I needed a gift for her because I'm trying to get her portrait and I had nothing else in my pocket. So now she's got one and I hope she likes it. She also, I really love her purple rose bed. I have the recipe for it, but I had never looked at the customization. So I thought it only came in red, which can be like a little dramatic, but purple, it's just a really pretty feminine bed. I really like it. Anyway, an accent wall. That's a great point. The Jingle Wall would be really good for an accent wall. I'm a Scrooge McDuck, so I already took down all the Christmas decor. I've still got like winter stuff, but I took down the Christmas decor because, you know. Do you think it's kind of weird she wears them on her head? A little bit. And she's also just got kind of a weird shaped head, right? Like it's very pointy. And I also don't like it when I put on like the balloon hat, which is kind of ugly but a little bit funny. It takes over my whole character's enormous bulbous head, which is a running joke in the game, like people call you big-headed, whatever, and that's fine. But when they put it on, it's like miniaturized and shrunk. But I want her to be wearing an enormous balloon hat that's oversized for her head, just like it is for mine. I think that's part of the fun of it. So anyway, I need to play again. So many updates. There have been a lot, DB. It's a good time. So I had Boomer here who was, Pashmina. Okay. When I first got the game, I bought a Switch in late 2019 because I wanted to play Untitled Goose Game. I'd seen a lot of people playing it and I was super jazzed. Thanks for subscribing, Rosanna. So I bought it to play Untitled Goose Game, and I just have never bought myself a console before. We had played Xbox and stuff before, and now we play a lot of D&D, and we'd played World of Warcraft and stuff like that. So I was excited about having my own console and at least playing Untitled Goose Game, but I didn't really have very much else to do. But I didn't realize that game only has like a playthrough time of 6 hours. So I bought this several $100 console to play a 6-hour game. Whoops, oops. And then the pandemic hit, and everyone who I know and love and respect was talking about Animal Crossing. So I figured I might as well try it. Cut to me playing it like every day. So yes, Pashmina was one of 2 of my first residents. The other resident that I had was Antonio, who's an anteater, who's super cute, but he's also like a total gym head. And so when it was time for him to move, I was okay with it. I like him. I love him, but I was over that personality, and now they just keep cycling through, and it's my least favorite one. I'll take the curmudgeon-y, old geezery kind of animals before I'll take another gym head, which unfortunately is who's moving in today. But it's a frog. Well, tomorrow, and I'm super excited about that. Okay. Back. Thanks for coming back, Amber. Okay. Do you think it's kind of weird? Yes. Okay. I was there. She scares me. She's very sweet. I'll give her that. And she does wear a fabulous lipstick. So I don't think she's scary, but I understand that you're scared, and I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Monkey. Coneheads classic. Oh my gosh. Yes. Emma's Daily Life. Yes. I love the movie Coneheads. Absolute classic. Jane Curtin, Dan Aykroyd, Chris Farley's in that. This is Marina's house. She's not home. We saw her out at the KK concert. Do you hate any villager? I don't. I've never been mean to a villager. I have had friends who fence them into a spot hoping that they'll get frustrated and angry and move, and I think that's deeply cruel, and I can't understand doing that even to a video game character. So no matter what, if they're on my island, I want them to have a nice time, and I want to give them gifts that they like. And something nice about the I think he's a Yeti, but Hans is another pointy head, cone head, gorilla type creature. When I have a gym head, exercise person on my island, at least when I pop a balloon and there's gym equipment in it, I can immediately give it to the one person I know who will like it. So that's a plus. Okay. Oh, I'm going to get some bell bottoms. Is the Banderhob a Banderhob? Tragically not a Banderhob, but it is a frog, and I'm really excited about it. And by the way, congratulations again, Decimation, on your win of the Banderhobtober painting contest that we talked about yesterday on our channel, which is the Dungeons & Dragons creature, and it's my favorite Dungeons & Dragons creature. Okay. Hans is cute. Hans has been here a really long time, and I haven't redone their house yet because I kind of like the original charm, even though it's filled with stuff that I've given them. It was just Pashmina's. I was so tired of her not having a bed. You know what I mean? And I wanted to do right by my girl. So I don't know why I like Hans. Nothing wrong with liking Hans. He's got the celebrity aspiration kind of thing. So he's not obnoxious. He's, thinks he's really special. And I do too. My first ever villagers were Pashmina and Antonio, who I mentioned a minute ago, who was an anteater. So this was another thing that Eric built on my island. Shout out to him for putting time and effort into infrastructure. These were initially cross-pollination beds. So when I was still breeding flowers before I had all the combinations, I was able to just plant the ones that I needed here to get the different cross-pollination that I needed. But now these are purple hyacinths just because they're pretty and I love in real life the way that hyacinths smell. And I'm slowly kind of phasing them out as needed to plant different crops. I was really excited to get the cooking recipes and to cook through every single one. I cooked through a lot of them, but then I kind of got bored with it. So here we are. If you complain to Isabel about their homes, it will reset their homes to the original way it was. Oh, I didn't know that. I complained to Isabel once about a resident who I didn't like all that much, and I felt so guilty about it. And then the next time I saw her, the resident, she was just like, oh, I didn't know that we were speaking to each other anymore. And I was like, oh my God, I feel so guilty. I felt like I was totally called out. I thought I was submitting an anonymous complaint, and I had just like BCC'd someone on the email that they weren't supposed to see. I was so embarrassed. So that's a little bit about my psyche and why I can't be mean to villagers, because it stresses me out. I, for a while, had a lot of the dinosaur bones, fossils on display around. You have to finish the DLC for that to happen. Oh. The moonlight is so cute. It is cute, isn't it? I really like it. It's actually a chair. I'll have to go back to it, DB. So for a while I had a lot of the fossils on display, especially the ones that I had already submitted to the museum, and you keep getting more and more of them every day. But I slowly kind of phased those out. I love the new glowing moss, especially when you run through it and it sparkles. Emma made 3 or 4 recipes and got bored. Yeah. I made a lot of them, and I was like storing up fish to be able to make the different recipes that I needed flour for. It took me like 2 weeks to get flour. I have Harv's Island all expanded. The little dude, Leaf, never had wheat for me to grow, and it took so long. Okay, anyway. Username I made in 2009, Flip Flop Kitty. I love it. I love a classic. It'd be weird if there were any dinosaur villagers. I would love some dinosaur villagers. I think they could do a really cute Stegosaurus type villager, or Triceratops with a lovely little frill. I think that would be nice. So yeah, that's my island. I recently put up these hedges. I actually just put those up yesterday because, again, I was tired of cleaning up flowers that I didn't need to be there anymore. Oh, my campsite. I didn't show you my campsite. Thank you, Emma. I try to be a nice person. And I'm so glad that you all are here. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. Like, this is awesome. I'm so excited. Thanks so much. Okay, this is the campsite. And again, I was so jazzed about having food options that I set up. And like, I had this diner set that was just kind of sitting in my storage. So I set up a little diner as part of the camping experience. And then some games that technically, could you play pool because the tables are so close together? No, but you can rearrange it if you want to. And then there's like a smoothie machine that you can't totally see, and a little free library, and a coin operated, like, not a gumball machine, but it's got little toys in it that come in those little plastic capsules. It would be weird if a dinosaur villager was looking at dinosaur bones. I mean, to make a little bit of maybe a comparison that's not right for Animal Crossing fans, but for the other people on our channel, I think of it as like when you're playing Elder Scrolls, you can have a Khajiit, which is a cat person, but a Khajiit and a cat exist in the same game, which is not the same as like, or is it? You know how like humans and monkeys, and we came from monkeys, but monkeys still exist, and like that's all cool and whatever. I think like a dinosaur humanoid wouldn't look at a dinosaur bone on display and be like, Grandpa? You know what I mean? They're distant relatives. So I think it would be okay, but I'd love to see how they played out and whether the villagers would make like weird, uncomfortable comments about like, well, that's my great-great-great-great-great-grandpa skeleton, you weirdo. Yes, thank you so much, Koramora. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for the super chat, Eric. Thank you, thank you. I do have everything done in the museum. I think that's probably not news for anybody at this point. I imagine anybody who plays this game has it. I think, I don't know. It was a big completionist, not Grandpa. It was a big completionist mission for me to get all of the museum filled out, although I don't have all the paintings filled out. The art section, that obviously takes a while. Thank you so much, Emma. You're so kind. Yeah, so I'll just run through here, and then, oh, something I meant to say, DB. I recently let Boomer, one of my my second longest standing villager who I've had for a long time, I recently let him move out, and before he went, when I maybe talked about this on a last stream, but when you get the paid expansion, you can buy chocolates in the gift shop, and then you can invite them to the island where you work and then build them a vacation home, but it makes a copy of them. So now there's always a boomer on my island. I invited him to build a vacation home because I felt guilty about letting him go because I'd known him for so long, which again, I'm a really normal, well-adjusted human being, but something about this game makes me feel guilty, so I don't want to hurt their feelings. So there's always going to be a boomer on my island, on my vacation home island, so I can go visit him whenever he wants. And I've got Pashmina there too, but that's just so I can have 2 Pashminas because I love her so much. Okay. If you could make your own villager, would you do it? I absolutely would. I would love to be able to customize things a little bit more, and I feel like, I've read a bunch of guides and looked at the different personalities that they have, but being able to customize those a little bit better, I think would be pretty exciting. So just like when you build a sim, you can change all their different features and their outfits. That'd be really cool, but you can also set their personalities and interests. I would build a custom villager that way for sure. You catch a frog in the dialogue, it says, caught a frog or a new neighbor. You're totally right, Rosanna. The joke's about catching a frog, even though you can have frog residents, because they're different-ish. And yes, you can catch an octopus in the sea, even though Marina is an octopus, and there are other octopuses as well. So, I don't know. My favorite cat. I haven't had any cat villagers yet, but in real life, I like any cat that I can hang out with. We don't have pets because Eric is deathly allergic, and that's a-okay. That's just fine. So, any friends' cats that I get to pet, I'm good with, I always feel bad being mean to game characters. Thank you, DB. I feel really bad. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Favorite cat in the game. Yes, I haven't had any cat villagers, I don't think. For some reason, someone in the comments said something about fauna earlier, and I really love the deer type creatures. I don't like deer in real life, but I'm going to go back in my house and show you all my character portraits so I can also jog my memory of which ones I've had. Lines are blurry when it comes to that. They are a little bit about Khajiit, cat, frog, villager. Yeah. Okay. Allergic to cats and I love them. I get it, Emma. It's a struggle. Gotta go to bed, have fun. Thanks, DV. Thanks so much for hanging out. Great to chat as always. Okay. So, I really liked this little guy whose name I don't remember. Are all your loans paid off? My loans are paid off. Yes, I also have the expansion and the expanded storage and everything, and loans are paid off. So Fiona and Diana are the cute. Fauna, yes, I had Fauna for a while. I really liked her. I had a little koala bear. He was cute. This duck I liked, but he was exercise obsessed, so that wasn't super for me. There's Carrie, whose portrait I just got. There's Antonio, my other first villager, the anteater, who was cute. Jay's portrait is there. There's Boomer, who just left my island. He was a fighter pilot-looking penguin, which is funny. I loved Hopper, this little red-eyed guy, but sorry. No, we were not talking about student loans. That's hilarious, Eric. Okay. Do you have a favorite frog villager? I don't yet. I'm very excited to get the frog who comes tomorrow, who I met on Nook Miles Island today, specifically going to recruit villagers. And that there was a frog there. I felt like I'd won the lottery. I was super excited. Okay, Hopper I really liked, even though I think he was grumpy. I don't know. I had him a while ago. But his red eyes were always funny to me. I guess I took down some of the portraits. Let me look at my inventory. No, I knew what you were talking about with loans. Eric doesn't play very much, so he's not super familiar. No, maybe that is all of them. Where are the character portraits that you've gotten? Are they in? Oh, yeah, I guess I have fewer than I thought. That bums me out. Does anyone else think it's kind of weird to have the villager's picture? I feel like it would be a stalker or something. I like it because it's part of the game, but if I think about it too much, yeah, it's a little bit odd. I'll acknowledge that. I'm trying to think. Yeah. That Pashmina has given me 3 now. I have 1 on display in my bedroom because she is my best friend, 1 in storage, and then 1 here. Like, I would love for there to be a next level of friendship. On the one hand, it makes it easier. Like, once you've got the portrait from somebody, you don't have to stress about, like, maximizing friendship levels with every villager. But on the other hand, by the time you've gotten 3 of them, it's a little bit odd. Maybe she could just buy me a car next time. I don't know. Something to think about. Lily is my favorite frog. She's so cute. Okay, that's awesome to know. I have not encountered Lily yet, but I look forward to hopefully meeting her soon. Oh, I guess I've gotten several Marina portraits as well. Here's 1, 2. I did like this cow. I don't remember her name. It was something punny about being a cow, but I had her for a little while. I thought I had a little frog who was kind of fussy. Oh, there's Fauna, by the way. I liked her too. She was sweet. Have you met Biscuit? I haven't met Biscuit. What kind of animal is Biscuit? Is Biscuit a dog? My random guess. Tipper! You're right, that is Tipper. Thank you so much. I knew it was something silly. You know a lot about this game, Flip Flop Kitty. Good for you. As I said, this is the first Animal Crossing I've played. I have only ever really known about it through playing Mario Kart with the Animal Crossing levels in it. So I have to Google several things, or at least did, especially at the start, to figure out, like, what is this? Why am I supposed to know this? Is there more to this? I'm not really sure. So anyway, I do love the little hedgehogs. I always make sure to complete the quest when Mabel, Abel, and Sable, when the one whose name I'm blanking on comes to the island for wardrobe inspiration. I also really like the plushie muffler coat. This is another one where, like, am I wearing fur? I know that it says plushie, so I'm not, but does it kind of look like I'm wearing a dead fox around my neck? I don't know. Anyway, thanks for subscribing, Jaina. Glad you're here. Mabel, thank you. When Mabel comes to the island. I like those pokey kitties. Oh, you're being funny, Eric. The hedgehogs, pokey kitties. Would you marry a villager? I would not marry a villager. Pashmina and I are meant to be best friends. And that's just it. So. That's my island. I think maybe I'll go to work and show off one of the islands that I'm excited about that I've built. We'll do that. So maybe be here for another 15, 20 minutes and then close out. It does look like a dead animal around your neck. Yeah. Which isn't really my style, you know? In theory, it's cute and I love the color schemes that they came up with for that coat, but... Okay, so for those who haven't played this, when you get the paid expansion, lurking is okay. That's part of the joy of YouTube, Jaina. Okay, when you get the paid expansion, you can go to work, for those of you who don't know, and that gets you a whole new island that's, I don't know what it's called, but it's Paradise Planning is kind of the name of the expansion. You take a sip here, and you fly out just like you would pretty much any place else. Congrats on just getting Animal Crossing, Amber. I hope you weren't waiting for a long time. I had some friends who at the start of the pandemic were like searching and searching and searching to be able to find a Switch so that they could play. And finally got them, which was great, but it took a long time. One where you decorate. Yes, this is the expansion. Wait, what's the name of your island? Oh, the name of my island is... So when I first started playing, I turned on the game and you had to name yourself and then you have to name your island. And I didn't have anything planned. I didn't expect that to be coming. So I named it Chicago because we used to live in Chicago, but I wanted it to be a little bit bird themed and I wasn't feeling very creative. So if I could go back, would I change the name of my island to be more exciting? Probably, but it is what it is. And I'm at peace with that now. So it's Chicago, and the flag of the island is a little bit like the Chicago flag, but with a bird on it because it's Chicago, like caw, caw. It's not clever. I'm not proud of that. Excuse me, just is what it is. Mine is called Fairyland. I love Fairyland, right? Like something light and silly. If I had known more what I was getting into, I would have named it better, but what are you gonna do? Okay. Oh, so for those who don't, if you're not familiar, I'll just show you this really quickly. So when you get the paid expansion, which is, I think, $20, so I think it's been well worth it. Oh, there's Boomer. I get distracted, but here's Boomer. He just left my island, but now he's got a permanent home, and I can always say hi to him. And you can always visit them. Yeah, I got a goat and a horse villager. Ooh, congrats on the goat and horse. The horses in this game look kind of funny, but I love the goats and deer little creatures. I just think they're so cute. Oh, he lived on my island for a while. Bruce. I love Bruce. Like, these little horns are just so cute. Antlers, I don't know what they are. Fairyland. Switch went into a coma. Oh, sorry about your Switch coma, but glad you've got it back. Okay. When you first get the expansion, you come here and you come to this little office. And then you can start working. His name is Billy the Goat. Billy the Goat. Oh, love it. Okay. You start working for Lottie, who's an otter here, and then you go out to the clients on the beach, and they have little thought bubbles above their head of what they'd like their vacation home to look like, and then you do a little design consult with them. They have a couple different items that they require in their design, like if they want to cook a lot, they have a specific kitchen item that they want, and then maybe like a certain dining chair and table that they want, but everything else is kind of free reign. And as you progress in it, you can then expand the size of the houses, like expand the floor plan. So instead of being 6 by 6 in a square, you can make it up to 10 by 10, but it doesn't have to just be a square. You can make a rectangle. You can make a, kind of hamburger ways or hot dog ways. So that's been really fun. And each resident has, over time, you get the full access to everything that you've ever purchased or crafted. So you have a full inventory of items to decorate their house and make it really customized. But also with each client, you get kind of part of their order is usually a set of things that look alike. So if someone's required items that they want, what is that blue thing? This is a manatee. Whose name is Wardell. Do you have a cafe or a restaurant yet? I managed to find a few clients there. I do, yes. So Wardell is a manatee, and you can order things through him that you can't get on your island. So like the froggy chair I ordered here because I hadn't been able to find it on my island yet, but I'd used it in a client's house here. I'm not going to say anything. Okay. Managed to find, yes, I have the cafe and the restaurant. A board game home for Bruce. I love that. I don't think I've met Tia the elephant. I've gotten 2 elephant clients on the island that I've been really excited about because they looked like teapots and they were really sweet. Okay, yes, I think I have all of the infrastructure on the island, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't played through it. So the restaurant I have, no need to feel bad, Emma. They're funny looking creatures. It's part of the video game thing. And as much as I feel guilty for moving a resident off of my island, they're not real. They're not real. So the restaurant I have seaside. Another use of the all window walls because I really do love them. I love this flamingo. I haven't designed anything for them. I haven't met them yet. Oh. Okay. I want to design an island for her. Hello. Someone said I managed to find a few clients there. I didn't know that you could like get clients from within the restaurant. I've never gone in here like in my work clothes. I had no idea. So thank you so much, Lillian. Now I will do that. I might go back and get Flora when I'm done streaming here. So Flora is a sweetie. Yeah. Okay. When you come in here, you can get a recipe from the chef every day. Which, like someone said, made about 4 and got tired of it. Yeah. I have to tell myself they're not real every day. I wish they were real. You're not alone. I mean, I just love Pashmina so much, you know? All right, let's see what recipe I got. I was talking through it. I have no idea what she just gave me. Bread! How did I know how to make bread? What? I have several baskets of bread that don't totally make sense to me. So hang on. Well, here. Bread. Okay. So that's the new one, but I already had recipes for snack bread and organic bread. And I think there was one more. What's your favorite food in the game? Yeah, that's odd. Okay, I feel like I already had multiple bread recipes, so I don't know how I got another one. But great, more bread. I guess I just had bread and sweet bread and whole wheat bread. So anyway, okay, favorite food in the game. You know, I think these fish dishes are easy because fishing is usually easy in the game, but they're not the prettiest to have on display. And I really like the mushroom pizza, but because mushrooms you can only get at a certain time of year, I'm very much like in Dungeons & Dragons and in Animal Crossing, I get worried about consumable items and I don't want to like waste anything. So as much as I love the mushroom pizza, and then there's a mushroom, I don't know how to pronounce this one. I think they're beautiful and I love giving little vegetarian items to my villagers. I get worried about wasting mushrooms because you can't always get more of them. Like you can always grow more tomatoes. So I have a hard time with that. Tips for new players. It's all random the way you get them. Yes, the recipes being random, I totally get. I just felt like I already had 4 different kinds of bread, but I didn't have the most basic recipe just called bread. So I was very confused for a moment there. Okay, tips for new players. What I love about this game, Amber, is that it's just fun and it's light and it's easy. And because I've been playing for like 2 years, and I took a break for a little while before the update came out. I kind of got bored with it, which I think a lot of people did, which is why the expansion and the update were so exciting. I think just really have fun with it. You don't have to do anything in a given day. You can make the game what you want it to be. If you really like designing homes, I think this expansion is really fun. For a while I was hesitant, but my good friend Katie convinced me to get it, and she was absolutely right. I'm thankful that I have it. But otherwise, you know, if you want to make friends with your villagers, you can do that. If you want to craft every item in the game, you can do that. If you want to, you know, just harvest a bunch of resources and craft for the sake of it, or get specific recipes, like, I just think it's fun. I really like that there's no strategy to the game, really. You log in, you play, it's pleasant, there's no pressure, it's just easy and light. That's what I really love about this game. So I hope that helps, Amber. Like, just enjoy it, you know? Nobody's island is perfect ever, and so don't like worry about whether everything is designed perfectly. Just, I've had a lot of fun exploring other people's islands too. So I don't know when you get this as a new player, but if you fall asleep, you can visit other islands in a dreamland. So anyone can upload and register their island. You might have to have online access to play, so I'm not sure if you have that. But you can visit other people's islands in a dream state that they've uploaded and chosen to have other people come to visit. And you can't hurt anything on their island. So if you pick all of their flowers, when you leave, your pockets are empty. And they don't see it that way. It's kind of like frozen in time. And you can't change anything or hurt anything. You can enter some of the visitors' homes. You can't go into any of their shops. But just seeing how other people use the same basic resources that we all do and design their islands completely differently, whether it's sparse and it looks like when I first started playing the game, which feels really nice and kind of nostalgic, or whether every single square is covered in some sort of design. I find that really inspirational and fun. So I love seeing what other people do with the game. Okay. You're so welcome, Amber. I really hope that was helpful. Okay, lots of comments. Walker is adorable, but I found him crafting, and it's something I already know. But I could count on him for something new. I would just take your time with it. That's good advice, Lillian. Yeah. So nudging toward the main storyline, but other than that, just, yeah. What villager would... Oh, someone asked, would I ever want to restart my island for $100,000? Yeah, for $100,000, I'll restart it. I'll take that money. I paid off all my game loans, but I'll pay off my house. Yeah, I would. I'd feel sad, like, if something happened to the game. Just while I'm here. This is the clothing store. I think this is the last thing I was able to design. Oh, you can do... Yes. The clothing store, which I hoped you could shop through a lot of things, like, kind of like you can go into a dressing room on your own island and go into, like, they have multiple things every day. It's just 6 things that change every day, these little items on display. So 2 hats, 2 bottoms, one is on the other side, and 2 tops, whether that's like a dress or just a top. So I don't know, kind of annoying. And on the new island, you have a different currency. Instead of having bells, you have pokey. So you can exchange them. Like if you trade bells for pokey, you can do that and vice versa. But having a new currency was a little bit not my favorite thing. So, okay. Sasha. Oh, I don't remember who Sasha is. Now I'm going to have to go back. I can see other islands. What's your favorite personality? Yes, Rosanna, don't get discouraged because of what other people do. Totally agree. Okay. Is Sasha the dog? I'll find out. Nope, that's Cherry. I liked Cherry a lot. She was fun. She's one of the first homes that I did. Sasha! I really liked Sasha. She wanted like a space-themed home, or like she was living on the moon or something. So it's really spacey. Maybe we'll go to her house. Sasha's the red. Okay, thank you, Lillian. I knew I'd get there eventually, but gosh, it was the last one I tried, huh? Okay. I'm not going to go into the other places here, but the clothing store, there's a restaurant, and then there's also a cafe. And then once you've done the cafe, spoiler alert, you can do an expansion to upstairs in the cafe to have an art gallery, and you get a lot of the kind of inventory of the art things that you've gotten. Sasha is a boy, a very cute boy. Thank you, Rosanna. Thank you. That's important to me, and I just wasn't paying attention. I didn't even remember his name, let alone his pronouns. So thank you so much, Sasha. Okay. Sasha wanted a space-themed home, and we will go visit him in a little bit. Okay. You also get to design a school and then a hospital, which has 3 different rooms to it. There's a waiting area, then there's an examination room, and then they take collections to get an expansion, and you do like a patient area upstairs. So Sasha's short for Alexander? Is that true? Or are you joking? I honestly don't know. I had never heard that. I knew that Sasha could be like a boy's name. I just wasn't paying attention. Okay. Fruit I started with. Yes, I started with, oh, it's in Russian. Okay. Good to know. Thank you so much. I've learned something new. Fruit I started with oranges. And then thankfully my friends were playing. Our Dungeons and Dragons group, actually, a lot of people were playing. And so even during the pandemic, we all got on Discord and like called, like voice chatted with each other to visit someone's island and then share all of our fruit because we each had a different one, which was pretty cool. So, Sasha Velour, I wish. Do you like anime? I do not like anime. I just never really watched it. So, but I'd love to hear about your favorite anime. All right, we will, if I can find Sasha. Okay. I know I'm being really disjointed, so thanks everybody for keeping up. There he is. I'll flip through these really quick. Once you design homes, you can go back to them, you can expand them, redesign them, you can add roommates, which I've only done once because I think part of the fun is designing an entire new home with a clean slate. So adding a roommate I don't think is all that exciting. But then you take a photo of each home that you've done, which helps me remember them because obviously I don't remember the animals' names. Kabuki is really cool. Cat at your beach. Oh, good to know. I might have to go back and get Kabuki then. This one was really tough, a niche full of numbers. Their design request was they only had one item that they needed to have, and it was like that spinning wheel that you can get with the numbers 1 through 9 on it, I think, or like most of it is a flower, but then there's one sliver of it that's just a skull. It was a really odd request, so I just made them like a tarot card reader, like numerology person. So yes, you get to design little homes and take photos, and this witchy one for rodeo was a personal favorite. I really loved that. So Kabuki on the beach and Flora in the restaurant. You'll have to snag both of them. Yes, Lillian, thank you. That's good advice. So yeah, I've done more than 60 of these now, which kind of came as a surprise. I feel like I log in and do 1 or 2 every day, just kind of while I'm watching TV. I really enjoy it. And then all of a sudden you've done 60 of them and you're like, wow, where have hours and hours of my life gone? But I had fun doing it. So no regrets. It just adds up quickly. That's all. Okay. Yes, the first one, my relaxing reading room. And I really liked this one too. For Allie, their request was just mushrooms. So A mushroom-themed home. Okay. Lillian knows what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's go to Sasha's house. I'm not, like, the proudest of Sasha. I thought this one was kind of challenging, but we'll visit. And then I really will wrap up. I realize it's been a little over an hour now. My favorite octopus is definitely Marina. She's been on my island the longest as an octopus. I had one other octopus on my island who eventually left. But I love Marina. She's pink and she's sweet. Oh, my favorite personality. I think my favorite personality is like whatever Pashmina has. I think it's like the big sister personality is maybe what it is, or just sister. It's the same one that Carrie, the kangaroo, has as well. I just think it's nice. They're into cooking, which I love as a human being and kind of in this game. And they're not mean or demanding. I think the pop star personality can be a little tiring. I've had a lot of pop stars on my island. Smell these smells. Sure, we'll just ask him how are you. You like Zucker the best. Zucker's a good one too. Zucker's who was on my island, now that I think of it. Yes, Zucker had like a sushi themed banner or stall in their house, I think, right? To pick my island name now. Ooh, enjoy, Amber. So yes, Sasha's theme was like moon landing, and I just kind of plopped some stuff around. Not like the coolest thing, but I did choose this island that had the rocky exterior, so there wasn't like ocean, because there's not water on the moon, or there might be some frozen a long time ago. I'm not a scientist or NASA person, and Eric in the chats can tell us if needed. Okay, so I meant to do the first floor of Sasha's home almost like right beneath the moon lander. So these columns were meant to represent like the legs that their spaceship was like landing on, but very elevated. And then almost like these little machines and the telescope were for analyzing this asteroid. That was the intention. I don't know that it's perfectly executed. Sometimes I see, and I added little rocks because, again, moon rocks. Sometimes I see homes and I do get really inspired. It's not a jealousy thing. I just get really inspired about just like, wow, I never would have thought to put that there, and it looks so cool. So I'd like to do a little bit more touring around. Thanks for thinking it's cute. Oh, a takoyaki. Oh, good to know about Zucker. And this was just meant to be their Sasha's base station. So gerbil, because I think sometimes they send mammals to the moon as little pets to see how they do. Or like a lab rat, but a really well-loved one. And an electric circuit board, because there's always some tinkering that needs to be done. Some gold, because sure, there's gold on this moon. Or Mars, maybe they wanted to go to. I don't remember. And I think this bed is one of the weirdest things in the game. I get it. I get that it's like a sleep pod, kind of like Fry from Futurama fell into. FryMinis. But it's odd. I don't know. It makes me feel claustrophobic just looking at it. Thank you, Emma. You are so sweet. So yeah. Oh, and then one of the first octopuses I got to design a home for is this metal one that Sasha has a poster of up here, who wanted like an alien home, I think is what it was. So I figured maybe Sasha thinks that octopus is like a hero who inspired them to go to space. So that was the intention there. And otherwise it's pretty sparse because, you know, they're captaining a ship and they need a lot of windows. I didn't do an accent wall in this one because it didn't feel right. It just needed a spaceshipy vibe. So thank you, Emma. Takoyaki. When you, Lillian, I'm familiar with the word takoyaki, but I don't actually remember what it means. Would love to get an explanation in the chat. Thanks, Amber. All right. Let's head for home. Backstory for that robot. Oh, yes, Emma. It is like a backstory. So once you're done designing a home, if you've actually designed one instead of just visiting one like I did, you come in and get your pay, and then you get your little, they have a special Poke-style ATM bank kind of thing. Japanese snack made with octopus. Okay, thank you, Lillian. I thought it might be food. Okay, cool. Thank you. I was also hoping, because today is the 1st, on your island with bells, whatever money you have in the bank, you collect interest on. So I was hoping that my savings in Pokey would also collect interest, but they don't seem to have. I don't know if anybody else, like, you get a little letter in the mail from the Bank of Nook or whatever telling you you've collected 1% interest on what was in your savings, and they tell you what the total was. But I didn't get that for a separate letter about Pokey, and I didn't see anything in my Nook mailer about Pokey, like if it had told me both places I gained interest. So that was kind of a bummer, because I put that money in the bank for a reason, you know? Anyway. Did not have a savings, so no idea. Thanks for hanging out, Amber. So glad that you were here. Hope 2022 is a good year for you. Thank you, Emma. I hope the same for you. All right, well, this was a very different stream than I expected. I didn't know that we were going to get raided, but I'm so glad that we did. Thanks, everybody, for coming and hanging out. It was super awesome to talk with all of you. Like I said, we're largely a channel about Dungeons and Dragons, and minis and, hang on. I don't remember how to... Okay, I think you can still hear me, but I've muted Animal Crossing, so you can only hear me now. You know what? Let's keep the music playing. Okay, thanks so much for coming to hang out. We're largely a Dungeons & Dragons channel, and we do a lot of minis, tabletop miniatures that come pre-painted or that we paint ourselves, and that's largely what we're about. But I play Animal Crossing every now and again, and people seem to really like it, so maybe I'll play more often. Thanks so much to everybody who subscribed and came to hang out in this random YouTube channel. I'm so glad that you're here. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, ring the little bell, and all that other kind of stuff. I'm delighted. You've all made my day. Like, what an amazing start to 2021. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. This is like the absolute best. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You were lovely to spend time with as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have a good night. See you around. I'm Julie. Okay, bye.